I am the true alpha male, the living legend of hair loss, and your personal hairline hero. Let's go ahead and get to work. Let's see what came in the mail today. I made a video. It was called Hair Loss Question. Do you have an underlying problem? And it's talking about the underlying psychological problem that would make any man think that he's actually being judged on his hair. Because the truth is, dude, whoever you are out there, all the dudes watching this video, it's not about you, and nobody cares about your hair. They care about you. They do not care about your hair. And so that's why my channel is largely based on unpacking all of the psychological trauma or misunderstandings that prevents you from being able to see the truth. So I made that video. I'm not going to say the subscriber's name because I pride myself in not using profanity in this channel. It also helps my ad revenue, because if you use profanity as a YouTuber, then you can get your privilege taken away from making money on that video. It appears though the emoji or whatever the avatar is George W. Bush's face, if I'm not right. Anyway, here's what he said. Quote, "Hey Nick, could I send you some pics of my hair because I'm slightly concerned. I'm 19 years old and it looks like I'm thinning and or balding. I've sent you pictures before when I was 17. End quote. And my response is I will make a video response instead. You know, because my whole thing is I want nothing to do with receiving pictures or videos from my viewers. No, I don't want anything like that. I do not want to be responsible for anybody's hair situation other than giving you direction to figure it out yourself. You know, I'm not into giving people fish that I caught. I'm into helping you afford a fishing pole so that you can now, and teaching you how to fish with that fishing pole. Figure it out yourself is ultimately what it comes down to. It's about becoming a true alpha male, and that means taking control of this yourself instead of always being at someone else's mercy. So with that being said, here's what I am going to do, and I'm not saying this just for the person with the comment, but for anyone who needs to be watching this video right now, who would think this about themselves, but they're concerned, are they thinning or balding? So I'm just gonna make this, I feel, very easy to sort out. Okay, so let's start out, because thinning and balding, two different things. Sometimes they overlap, sometimes they don't, but let's just start out with the balding part, which I'm specifically gonna really put in the category of receding hairline. Okay, so there's Norwood 1. That would be kind of the first recognizable status other than, you know, a small framed in boy hairline. Norwood 1, all it means is when I look at you, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you see a straight line for your hairline, whereas you can even see mine dips up already. A Norwood 1 would be completely straight across. Now when he turns sideways, you may see that the temples go back some, but simply looking straight on, you're going to see a straight across hairline. That's Norwood 1. Straight across, temples might be receded, but the receded temples have nothing to do with the receding hairline. Receding temples are not receding hairline. I've made multiple videos about that. Norwood 2. Norwood 2 is where your hairline, instead of being a straight line across, it is now a V. And specifically in those same angles there, you'll have here and here. It's going to be triangles. If you've got that, you're Norwood 2. If you've got Norwood 3, then you're going to have a rounded off top here, and it's going to be rounded off here, so it's going to be kind of like Mickey Mouse situation. So instead of having the triangles that you have with Norwood 2, you're going to have circles. You're going to have these round, one here, and one here. That's Norwood 3. And then of course beyond that, you're balding. You'd be Norwood 4. You'd have this part disconnected from the mainland, and you're going to have an obvious bald spot back here. That's Norwood 4. But if you're in the stage of figuring it out, then that's why I'm only going to talk about Norwood 1 through 3 right now. And of course, anyone new to this channel, I'm Norwood 2.5, because I've got a V here, but I've got the rounded here. Of course, keep in mind, because of my age, I'm 39. I'm past the age of 35, less likely to aggressively go bald after the age of 35. So with that being said, there is ways to know in conjunction to your hairline if you're balding. But then there's the whole thinning thing, which arguably thinning is balding more than the receding hairline, arguably. So thinning is when you look at your hair and you can see your scalp through your hair. Now, look how thick my hair is on the sides. You may not be able to tell in this video, but it's probably got 50% the volume on top. My hair is definitely thinner on top, and there's definitely more real estate on the sides. So it's a matter of when the thinning becomes so obvious that even when you have some length on your hair, your scalp still shines through. So I would say that is more of an indicator that you're actually balding than the receding hairline. In theory, someone could be a Norwood 3 and have a thick head of hair. In theory, they could. And they wouldn't be balding. They may be that way the rest of their life. It largely, though, has to do with how close you are to the age of 35. Because very rare will a man have a decent head of hair and then after the age of 35 go bald. It's very rare. You're going to lose most of your hair before the age 35 if you're going to lose your hair. So there you go. That's how you're going to know. And keep in mind, this is a channel where I don't care about anyone's hair. I don't care about your hair, my hair, anybody's hair. Men are not judged on their hair. Young boys think that. Beta boys think that. Peter Pan, I guess that's plural. Peter Pan men think that. But the reality is a mature man recognizes society judges him harshly, but not on his hair. They instead judge him on that he's confident, that he respects women and helps his fellow man. He finds his identity and his unique skill set. He's healthy and active. He's decisive. He's committed. He's a leader. He's a good communicator. He's funny, and he's emotionally intelligent. That's what it really comes down to. Your comments, your truth belongs right here.